Today we're going to be talking about tire issues on our Airstream. So the other day we were driving in Sedona and Ryan accidentally hit a curb, and afterwards we came out and inspected the tire and realized that it had taken out chunks of the rubber in the sidewall. So you see a little bit there. There was somewhere else where it was damaged as well. But anyway, so we are a little worried about the integrity of the tire. Actually, all the tires, 4 tires on the Airstream and the spare, we just had replaced back in Florida. We had kind of a blowout. And so we went in and got the tires changed. That was an ordeal in itself, actually. It was really hard to find a place that would work on trailers. We found a place in Orlando called Tire Kingdom that was willing to work on our Airstream. Unfortunately, they have a chain around the United States. So in different areas, they're called different things. We're out here in Arizona now, and the same chain out here is called Big O. So they've agreed to rotate our tires for us. So we're going to switch this one out with the spare. And at the same time, we're going to go ahead and get our bearings packed and greased, because that has to be done every 10,000 miles or so. And we're not sure when that was last done. We haven't driven 10,000 miles yet, but when we bought the Airstream, we bought it used, so we don't know when it was done prior to that. So the tires that we have on here are trailer tires. They are the Tomax. They actually were the only tires that Tire Kingdom had in stock at the time that we could, that would fit on our RV. We had thought about getting small truck tires on our RV. We know that some of the newer Airstreams now are actually those are the tires that are put on them, are small truck tires, but it was actually pretty much impossible to find a shop willing to put truck tires on a trailer. I guess it's a liability issue. So we could have bought the tires and done it ourselves, but at the time it just was more trouble than it was worth. So we ended up getting the trailer tires, and the only ones they had in stock again were the Tomax. And we read mixed reviews online about the Tomax. Some people said they were just fine. Some people called them Blowmax tires. We haven't had a problem, and really this problem is our own doing. So we are going to head over to Big O now and try to get this work done. We're at Big O Tires in Phoenix, and they have been working on our rig for an hour or so. They quoted us to get the tires rotated and the spare rotated in, and to repack the bearings and adjust the brakes, $154, so about $75 per axle. So, and that's about what we posted in Airstream Addicts, and that's what a few people commented that we should pay. So we felt good about that price. But they said that the bearings looked good. They've got that all done. Right now they're just waiting to put back on one of the tires. And it's starting to get loud in here, so we'll cut away. So we got the job on the tires done. We had them rotated, and they rotated the spare into the rotation, and the one that we damaged the sidewall they put back in to the spare area. And let us know, we weren't really sure about that, if we even needed to rotate the tires on our trailer. So we'd love to hear some feedback on what our viewers' opinions are on that, or experience with it. But anyways, they actually told us that the damage we had on our sidewall didn't really compromise the integrity of the tire because it didn't go that deep. But we still felt better just rotating it out. One thing they did have to do, they had to change this valve stem. So they changed it from the metal valve stem that didn't move on it, that was rigid, to this one that's more flexible. It's a rubber high pressure valve stem. They couldn't actually put air in the tire, and we actually had problems trying to put air in our tires with that old valve stem. So we weren't really sure if the metal ones were better, even though they were harder to fill than the high pressure, rubber valve stem. So, we'd also love to hear any feedback that our viewers have about that. So we're glad we got the job done for about $150. They said the bearings looked good. They packed them, and older Airstreams, I guess you have to get that done every 10,000 miles or so. That's what we heard. But again, that's another thing we would love to hear feedback on, how often you need to grease and pack your bearings. On newer Airstreams, they're sealed, so you don't have to do that. So that would be a nice thing to have. But we got an older rig. So anyways, I hope this video has been informative and helpful, and give us your feedback and comments, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and stay tuned for more adventures of Live the Odyssey.